If you're one of those people who don't think you have enough money to retire comfortably, I could tell you you're not alone. I just read an article that says that Gen Xers actually fear retirement more than they fear death because they don't think they have enough money. Let me show it to you. How Gen X's financial fears eclipse their fear of death. Many people worry about running out of money in retirement, but members of Generation X generally define anyone born between the years 1965 and 1980 fret the most. In fact, in a recent survey by Alliance Center for the Future of Retirement, found that 70% of Gen Xers feared running out of money even more than they feared death. Gen Xers estimate they're going to need $1.5 million, $1.56 million in order to retire comfortably, but they've only saved an average of $108,000, leaving, essentially the whole amount, meaning they have nothing saved compared to what they actually need. That's a $1.45 million bridge to gap. And again, if you're in Gen X, you only have at most 15 years, depending on when you're born, of work time before it's all over. Many Gen X clients do express a heightened sense of financial anxiety, particularly around retirement planning, says Michael J. Gary, a certified financial planner with Yardley Management, a Gen Xer himself. In my experience, they tend to be especially concerned about whether they'll have enough saved, enough income, enough time to catch up, and they feel left behind.
I didn't know that I wasn't ready to retire. I didn't know that you probably needed anywhere from $500 to $1 million to retire with some kind of dignity. But I did. I retired. I retired at 67. That's 6 years ago. And I really didn't have the money. 2 years into retirement, I sat down with my wife and we went through the numbers and discovered that in 5 years from that time, we were going to be broke. So I went back to work part-time. I went back to work at an engineering company where I worked.
I mean, imagine you're retired. This guy's already been retired 5 years. In his routine, he maybe gets his fishing rod ready every morning. I don't know what this guy does. He's a golfer. Maybe he just he likes to paint. I don't know, whatever it is. But he's been 5 years removed from the workforce, thinking, this is my golden years. I'm going to live them out, hopefully somewhat healthily. Is that a word? I don't know. So, and then all of a sudden he looks at the numbers and it's like, we're going to run out. I got to go back. And, going back's not easy. Going back and, I know a lot of things aren't easy. You do what you have to do, but it ain't easy. If you've been out of the workforce for a long time, a lot of things change in 5 years. Depending on which business or industry you're in 5 years, 5 years from now will be night and day. Right? And things will be dramatically different, especially with AI and automation and all this other shit that's going on. How do you adapt to that? Right? I mean, if you're like a laborer or something, you could just, labor's hasn't changed, but most other industries, things change wildly in 5 years nowadays. And so going back's not easy. If you can't go back at all, if you could find work, it sounds like this guy found work, but I mean, that's just, and I don't know his history. I don't know anything about anything else, but something ain't right about this. Bottom line is that people think they're going to need $1.5 million. I don't know if that's an arbitrary number. I think that sounds about right. Saved in the bank. That's, on top of whatever you're going to get from Social Security. And no one is anywhere near that. 70% here, right, are feeling that anxiety. So there are a few people who are doing okay, but for the most part, most of my generation seems like they're screwed when it comes to retirement planning and retirement savings. These are supposed to be the golden years when you retire. You worked, took care of your family, sent your kids to school, paid your dues. Now you could, retire. Do a little shuffleboard. Eat the early bird dinner at 4:30.
That's right, a great meal for under $10 every day.
Lots of breadsticks if they're free. Go to a movie, maybe take a trip to Florida, whatever it is. I don't see how people are doing it. I don't see how they can do it. On top of that, who's going to take care of us? Do you know if you want to if you see these nice, beautiful assisted living places that are I don't know who could afford these places. These assisted living places with, swimming pools and fancy dining rooms and chefs and all that kind of nonsense. These places are 10, 12, 15 grand a month. 15. Can you imagine just to live? It's not like you get your little condo. It's like a 1 or 2 room condo, and you get 3 square meals a day, and you're paying $10,000, $12,000, $15,000 a month. And if you have a spouse, I don't know if it's double that or if it's 50% more, whatever it is that they charge you. But it's just a huge amount of money. So, and you don't own anything. You're just kind of living in this place, and you're getting your meals and whatever, and people are checking in on you. But even if, let's say it's $10,000 a month, that's $120,000 a year. Now, if you live 5 years, that's $600,000 just to pay that bill. $600K, that's 5 years. But if you're, let's say 70, let's say you live 20 years, right? That's huge money. I can't do the math in my head. What is that, like a couple $1,000,000? That's huge money. Who's got that money? What if you retire? What if you run out of money? What if you're in the nice assisted living place and all of a sudden that last check bounces? I wonder how fast those nice people who take care of you will kick your ass out on the street. I bet it's in about 13 seconds. You'll be out on the street. You'll be at the soup kitchen. Look, you'll be at the church asking if they have room and board for the night, like Joseph and Mary did. You'll be living in a stable.
Mary and Joseph knocked on door after door, but no one had space for them.
That's what's going to happen. These wonderful places who are so welcoming, and we love our seniors, and come on in and give me your 10, your 12, your $15,000 a month, and we'll take great care of you until you don't have any money. Then get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out!
Bottom line is we're in for, again, I'm the first year Gen X, so I'll be the first, kind of batch of Gen Xers that are hitting retirement age. And I think it's getting worse, not better, as we go along here. And so we're in for a crisis, a retirement crisis of millions and millions of people who have no way to sustain themselves financially, are unable really to work because of their age, and have nowhere to go. So I don't know about you, but I would put myself in that group of that 70% of Gen Xers who fear living more than dying, especially as it pertains to retirement. Listen, hey, if you like this video, and I hope you like it, I'll ask you to subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment. By the way, I'd like to know. I wish I could put a poll in the comments. Maybe I could do that. I don't think there is a way, but I like a poll. Do you fear living in retirement more than dying because of finances? You could just write yes or no. That may be a thing to do. Yes or no. Just take a sort of unscientific poll to see where at least people watching this video stand. But if you like this video, please like and subscribe. If you don't, obviously don't like it, don't subscribe. And don't ever watch again, I guess. I don't know what to tell you. And I'll leave the link to my newsletter in the comments below as well. Thanks, and I'll see you on the next video.